Hi, Kira. I haven't had too much time to search for information on Beatrice Monroe Kennedy, but I wanted to give you some tips on searching through the historic Oregon newspapers a little bit more. You may have already seen this in class, so hopefully it's not a repeat of what you've already seen, but it can be kind of useful. So to get here, there's a couple ways, but you might want to go directly there, which is at this URL, oregonnews.uoregon.edu. From here, what I find helpful is doing an advanced search to focus really in on the Sunday Oregonian. You could look at the Morning Oregonian as well, but actually I found it most useful to come down to under the title Sunday Oregonian right here. And then you might want to pick your time frame and kind of connect it to when Beatrice did most of her work. Of course, her husband was also an editor of the Advocate, so you might look at some things about him. But if you want to focus on her, yeah, it sounds like from their history, she worked at a later time period. So you might want to limit to say, oh, I don't know, 1910. You'll know better than I do. You've been studying her more. To say 19, I forget how long she published, but say 1938, just a big broad number. And to focus your search, you can just go ahead and type her name in. I didn't find it necessary to do anything else really. And then what we'll do is search. I'm trying to bring my little box over here. Yep, there it is. You can see search. Or you can't see search because my icon is in the middle, but it is over here on the right hand side of the page. So what you're going to get is, in this case, 41 results containing the name Kennedy. They are in order by relevance, which probably means how many times her name has been mentioned in the article. You could also sort by date if you prefer. So in this case, these are all, like I said, from the Sunday Oregonian. You might just want to grab one or two. I'm going to start with this one. Hopefully it's good. And oops, I'm just going to move my cursor down and kind of, in a sense, drag the page down to the article that I want. To zoom in, you can do a couple things. I'm just scrolling my mouse forward. But you can see this looks like it's specifically about Mrs. Kennedy, the associate editor of the Advocate. So this might be really interesting to read. If you find you really want this article, I find it easiest to actually click on the PDF to get a copy of it that way. It's, as you can see, it's a lot more readable, right? You can actually read this and you can see more detail. From here, just like with any PDF, you can download it to your computer. You can print right away, but it can be very useful. So I don't have more time to do searching today, but I just want to at least point you to the Sunday Oregonian newspaper links so you can browse a little bit and get started there. You might want to change that time period I put in. I put 10 to 1938. You can certainly do that. You might even type in the word advocate's a little bit harder because that's a commonly used word, but you might want to type in advocate and newspaper to see if things specifically address that. So, but that's just to get you started. So I hope that helps, and I will probably check in with you later. Take care.